Hey guys, I wanted to show a really good system for passing the collar sleeve. The collar sleeve is one of the most common guards in jiu-jitsu. It segues to so many other guards, so having a good plan for fighting it is really important, all right? So go ahead. So when we start in the position, we're just gonna start here. I'm gonna have his lapel with my right hand. He's gonna have the De La Riva hook with his left foot, and this foot's gonna be in the bicep. Okay, so one thing I can do right off the bat, is if I can, you can't always do it, but I like to use my elbow to pop this hook out. It makes it a little bit harder for him to do those attacks. But even if I don't, if I can loop this, as soon as I loop this, he's gonna have to lasso this leg, right? Go back. If he keeps the hook in and doesn't lasso, once I've killed this leg, I can always start knee cutting across this way to threaten the pass, right? So once you get that foot off the bicep, he's gonna have to lasso, and that's where a lot of the passes is gonna open up, okay? So on here, he's got the De La Riva hook, his foot in the bicep. If this is a little bit hard to get rid of, sometimes I'll do a side step and use my knee to help make this easy to loop. Once again, once I loop this, he's gonna lasso. When he lassos, I wanna circle back to the side and angle my body to the left a little bit. I keep my elbow and knee kind of connected, and I flare my elbow up a little bit. This makes it hard for him to try to go through to a deep lasso, as well as keeps the pressure off of me a little bit. Okay, so the first pass I'm gonna work from here is once I've looped this, I'm gonna try to get this inside grip on the ankle. So notice here, one of the most common problems when you're fighting this position is when you loop this leg, they're gonna put the foot right back in your bicep. You loop it, and they come right back, right? So what I wanna do is loop and get this inside grip here, and get this inside grip on the leg. This makes it impossible for him to re-loop, okay? So as I get this pressure, now I turn to the side a little bit and I start applying shoulder pressure and lifting with my right forearm a little bit here, right? I start lifting with this. As I clear this foot up off my shoulder, now I'm gonna take a quick lift with my right foot and I'm gonna drop my knee right in this kind of armpit space here like this. Sometimes I post the hand, sometimes I catch the shoulder, and I can slide through here, okay? So that's the first start pass that we're gonna do. Over here, he's got the lasso, foot in the bicep maybe. So I loop this guy, he lassos, start to pressure this up, come through, and start to drop the knee there. Another thing that can happen here, okay, is as I get this leg here and I start to pressure, he might overreact and try to unlasso to go back to this De La Riva hook. Here it's really hard because my leg is in the crook of his knee as I pressure, so it's hard to get that hook. And a lot of times, go back to the lasso, I can time it so that as he does that on lasso, I can jump here and try to come in for the pass. Sometimes you get it really clean like this. I like to land on my toes if I can, but sometimes if he gets that hook in a little bit, go and put it in. Yeah, there like this, you can drop back to your hip like this as well. So it's always good to be aware of that, okay? Another thing that can happen here when he has the lasso is if he keeps this knee really tight to his body, sometimes you loop and he keeps re-looping the foot, and it's really hard, right? So when he keeps this back, I actually like to double grip the lapels. So from here, I can keep my chest forward. Now, push with this foot. It's really hard for him to push back with this. Once I get here, I'm gonna start walking my hand up high on the lapel, and I'm gonna start using my right knee here to pressure this. Okay, once I start pressuring this here, I'm just gonna keep walking him up until eventually I keep walking both hands up until I can stack him. Again, I have my knee in the crook of his knee here. Once I stack, there's two good ways to finish here. One, I'll take this left arm, and I'm gonna stack him, and I'm gonna switch this high on the back here. This one, I'll pull really hard to break, grab the shin, pull across. I can go straight for the leg drag. If I need to, I could grab this lapel and start pulling into the pass here. Go back into the stack. Okay. Another thing that will commonly happen is while we're here, so go back to collar sleeve. Okay. So once I get this position here, once I get this position here and I stack him up like this, is sometimes while I'm here, he tries to fight back down out of that stack, and I can kind of clear this past the body. I drop my shin, and I go for a pass to the right side, okay? So one time, we're here, like this, right? So now I'm trying to loop, he keeps this tight. It's really difficult, he keeps re-looping the foot, so I grab the lapel, start pressuring in, start using my knee to pressure up, walk the hands up the lapel. Pin in here, if he starts trying to fight back down, I go past the body, club, and pass. Last concept here, sometimes when you're here, you're like this, he's got collar sleeve. As I try to loop this, he knee shields this leg a lot, so it's really hard, right? So what I try to do here is when he puts the foot back in the bicep here, if he starts knee shielding a lot, I'm gonna try to first threaten this way, which will make him open the knee a bit, open the knee. And now I'm gonna try to get my forearm on the ribs here. So as he knee shields, go ahead and knee shield. I can keep my body weight locked in on this. It's really hard for him. From here, again, I start using this knee behind the crook of the knee. While I'm here, it's really hard for him to get a de la riva hook. See, keep trying to get a hook. No. See, I can pressure with the knee, take my time, get this to the floor. Once I get this to the floor, I choke my hands up higher on the lapel. Now I can switch my left knee and step out here and start to pass through here. Okay? So that's a really good basic system you can use. It's always important when you're learning positions in jiu-jitsu to focus not just on the technique, but the position overall. There's a lot of different systems you can use in one position. That's just one system I like to use in collar sleeve, but it's important that you always, when you learn a technique, you understand the system that it's a part of. Because if you learn just that one technique, the guy may have a counter that blocks it and then you don't know what to do next. So when I show stuff, I like to kind of compact like 5 moves together so you get the overall picture, right? The details can vary a lot, okay guys? All right guys, if you have any requests, let me know. As always, if you guys like the content, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about the videos, it helps a lot. Thanks.